Welcome in. John Shambi and Chris Singleton in the booth. We're in the fourth inning with nobody out.
Carlos Correa.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And a foul ball. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Now, Jeff
Bagwell.
Pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Bagwell, 26 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And another ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
2 balls, 1 strike. Hey!
1 out, bases empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one missed. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. The throw in. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Lance Berkman will hit next.
Number 17.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Davis sizes this one up, squeezes it, and that is the inning. 1 left for Houston, still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. First pitch just misses. And that one missing low. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Not close with that one. 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot.
Now
Hitter didn't offer
number
it.
35.
Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the Reds catcher. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
That
That's
one
out the
drifts
corner.
inside.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and
That's a
hitters
ball.
really have to think about
Three
and work
balls,
on from
2
game
strike.
to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now
Now
out there on the
batting,
mound.
shortstop,
But, you know, his
Barry
confidence
Larkin.
should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
First and second, no outs. In now for the Reds, Barry Larkin. And that is out of play. Just
No,
missed.
that's a
Way
ball.
to lay off that pitch down.
First and second here, no outs. That one a little bit high, and it's 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
This one popped up for the infield fly rule call. Adam Dunn, the next to hit for the Reds.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 4-0. And Singy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Rose in the box again, takes a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Just missed. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Number 36 preparing to come on if needed. Hader, the power lefty, up as well. Next offering is in for a strike. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Brandon Phillips, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Cruz on the move. Makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Reds get 3 on this long ball. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
2 strike.
Out to short, Larkin. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of
Up
keeping
next
the
for
ball
the
out of the
Astros.
air. Lets the defense
Right
work behind him
fielder,
with another ground ball. Good execution.
Tucker.
Tucker, the batter now, as he swings and misses for
0-1.
strike 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Punched that one down the line for extra bases, and that was an excellent job going with the pitch on the outside. Got his bat on plane and just drove it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
The other way, Sanders pulls it in on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Cruz stands in now and watches strike one. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. This one smoked out to left. And that ends the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, number 36.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Stops you dead in your tracks, and just like that, you completely forget about the photograph. Some things are better when you just remember. In the blink of an eye, life passed you by. There's just enough time to hold her, kiss her, get lost in that moment with her.
Foster in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
And there's a ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brian Abreu up and loosening in the pen. And he deals. And there's a foul ball. And a 1-2. That one missed. Ground ball to Bagwell. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting.
And now the first baseman, Tony Perez. He's already homered in this game. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. If you're looking for a strike thrower, this is your guy. Doesn't matter what era of baseball you're talking about. You want someone that's going to throw strikes, and he's your man. Bagwell hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. So, Chris, does the offense dial up the aggressiveness against him? What is the approach exactly?
Well, there is confidence that, hey, I'm going to get a pitch to hit during the at-bat. There's some guys where you're thinking maybe I get 1 pitch to hit. It's something that I have a chance to turn around. With this guy, you're going to get 2, maybe 3. It's just a matter of, can you capitalize?
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
1 ball.
Upstairs.
2 strikes.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go
2
back
balls,
exactly where you want to go.
2 down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That missed by a lot. And it's 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Fielder, Eric
and the batter now, Eric Davis. He is struck out, and he is walked. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Ball 3. 3-1.
There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come
Now
into the
batting,
zone, and then
number
guys have a
35.
better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. And here's the catcher. There's the strike. Two outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And the 0-2. Ball 1 there. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Now it's the shortstop, Barry Larkin. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ball popped up. Altuve. And that'll do it. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 6 and the Astros nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Now, Correa up to hit. Curveball drops in for a strike.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sanders on his way over, makes the grab for the 2nd out. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's a big power threat. Jeff Bagwell.
Jeff Bagwell.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Now a screamer into the outfield. Davis makes the play, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Okay.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
And it gets by him. And he's into second with nobody out.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Now batting, number 17.
Back to the top of the order. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Pete Rose. And he takes a strike. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now one away.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now.
Now
just
batting,
disconnected
number 4.
from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Next pitch is outside.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Now to short. Slinging it to first in time. George Foster, the
Now
next to him
batting,
for the Reds.
number 15.
3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Other thing in this part, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Nabs it, and that is that. Reds leave 1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Designated hitter, Jordan Alvarez.
In the dirt, ball 1. And that's outside. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And a count 2-1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Lance Berkman digs in now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
That one pushed to the left and foul. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one could get to it. It's a foul ball. Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch is downstairs.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Out towards left center. Davis trying to get there. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty.
Batting.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
And first offering is fouled off. The Stros with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Still in.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Ryan Abreu. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Perez at the plate now. That's ball one.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
And downstairs.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
No, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Movement in the bullpen. Dave Smith getting loose out there. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. That's down and in. A slider missed. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Eric Davis, the next to hit for the Reds. He's a guy who does it all. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And that misses. And the count even 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric.
And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
And that's in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Swing and a tapper. Tosses to first. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in
now
the 8th.
batting, catcher, Yainer.
Now the catcher up to hit, Yainer Diaz. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's just about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's got a chance to get through this 8th inning if he can get 2 more quick outs.
Foul ball there. The Reds up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a good eye there.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That one is absolutely belted. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. 1 down. And now the center fielder, Jose Cruz. 1 for 2. And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. So here comes the big lefty, Aroldis
Number
Chapman, to the
45.
mound.
And he's got a nice
Aroldis
lead to work
Chapman.
with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Troutwine hauls it in, 2 away. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Up and in, and it's 1-0. Diaz at second with 2 down.
2-0.
Not even close there, and it's 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been
2-1.
able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
3
And
balls,
that's too
1
high.
strike.
So now 2
4,
on
take your bait.
and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Correa
1 ball,
stands
no
in
strike.
now, looks at that one inside. The
Ball
shortstop takes the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's in for a strike. And they're all
Take it back.
loaded up. So bases all loaded up. So next up for Houston, Jeff Bagwell. This one in the air. Perez. And that is that. Astros leave them loaded. Still up against a 6-0 deficit.
Now pitching
We're
for
back.
The
It's the top of the
Astros.
9th. And there's a new pitcher on the
Number
mound. Josh
71.
Hader.
And one thing on him. He's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
On the ground. And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting.
Next for
Shortstop,
Cincinnati, Barry
Larkin.
Larkin. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Part of what
0-1.
makes Hader's fastball so unique is that he gets carry on the fastball up in the zone, and yet he grips it like a sinker. So technically his fastball is labeled as a sinker. Late that time, and it's strike 2. The Astros have some action in their pen. Dave Smith up and throwing. Foul ball, still 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Breaking ball
And the
misses
ball.
down and away.
Recognize that
2 balls, 2
changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Two now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come
Now
to an
that
end.
is
Nice job of
definitely
driving that pitch
Adam
the other
Dunn.
way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now it's the Reds DH, Adam Dunn. He's already homered here in this one. First offering, and it just misses. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That's down and in. A slider missed. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here at the top of the ninth. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. Just missed it. Down the third baseman, Pete Rose.
Number 17.
Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Runner at second here, one gone.
Ball. 3-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike two. In the air, right side. Tucker should have it. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Now batting, number 4.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Phillips. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Larkin at third with 2 away. Swings and misses. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Cut on and miss, struck him out at 98. They limit the damage. Back here in Houston, now it's the DH, Yordan Alvarez. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Chapman, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Perez takes it himself, 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 17.
Now the left fielder, Lance Berkman. There's a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. And now it's Alex Bregman. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The Astros down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitch.
Come around for me. My glass is never empty. You always fill it up to the teeth, and I'm still just trying to understand. But is it my love this is what I'm not. I'm just feeling good, trying to understand. Since we put it on the table, it's feeling like I'm unable to comprehend. I still don't understand. Is it my love that took you off the shelf now? Is it your love make me dance by myself now? Is it our love that sets my soul on fire? Is it our love that takes me a little too higher?
Girl, you've been gone way a real long time. Oh, I really went out of my mind. Waiting on, I miss your love when you left, baby, you did. Oh, baby, come here, let me caress you. Oh, baby, you let us, show me what you miss. Come here, sugar, and get to this. Oh, baby, I want you here. I want to do something freaky you. I want to feel what I felt along. Oh, come, baby, and get to this. Ooh, remember, baby, come, baby, you're just like me. Oh, I'm waiting. I'm ready for you to start doing the things, trying to blow your mind. You're so fine, so candy sweet. Oh, I can't wait. Come here, wait. Get through this. Ooh, yeah. Sweet love, everything else will have to get back. Oh, nothing's changed. You're still sweet as morning rain. And I'm standing ready to love you, baby. Make it good to you. Oh, I need your love. Don't make me wait. I can't wait. Oh, I'm so impatient for your love. Come, baby. Get to this. Girl, I know you've been gone. No, you just blew my mind, baby. Girl, you've been gone for so long, so bad, baby. Can't let you go, oh, baby.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in mine. This some rich shit by Gucci Pampers for my run. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? Terrible thing away. Blue watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. We rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My smack her too close to me. While blasting, taking my coat from me. I blast her, dope is she on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me more than poppy seeds. Mini Connie, mommy, all she say is me, no poppy seed. Hardly can speak no English, but counting up the guap we eat. Yeah, baby, that's why I little baby, that's why I step all that singing, I'm back on dirty. Never leave the squad on God, I'm Michael Irving. 2:30 a.m. she tryna. Can't live this life, you don't deserve it. I've been working your tribe, I hoe. Got me the whole tribe. The world with no mounted, then find a song that I can down. bad, do what I say. Like my name was time, y'all. Netflix, her couch. Soon as I leave, sign me out. St. Louis up like we in the trees. Dark fried rice like we in the trees. Long hair trigger, I'm Keanu Reeves. Rolling and on me. Girl, that cold make it pop sicker. Outshine all these, no obstacle. Country and Kool-Aid and bags of hot picker. She gon' keep a sticker. And baby, that's why yeah, baby, that's why
City going up, so you better buzz. Finna see who really wanna us, really spilling blood. Everybody tough, so they gotta go and see the judge. Better hush. Remember growing up, all I wanted was to be wanted me to get a little bread. The couple in the head, still outside. I don't hide from it for life. Had to fight for my life. Took them hits in stride. If I die for the guys, have my candlelight going up. Like the club, after that go slide. Are you with that? I won't get back, I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks, I'm gon' flock, I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that that's all in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that, hope you watching your back. Hope you watching your back. Hope you watching your back. Yeah, whenever I miss those days, visit my kids LA. Under the ground, running around, we was them kids that played. All in the street, following leads, who lost their way. Some of them outside still, some of them inside graves. I'm a real beach boy, come ride my wave. Left me with the either or, fill these voids and fill my bank. Blue strips only, you switched on me. Mama told me about you snakes, keep my feet off safety. You know you can't never be too safe. Are you with that? I won't get back, I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks, I'm gon' flock, I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that, that's all in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that, hope you watching your back. Hope you watching your back. Hope you watching. Yeah. Tell me if you with that.
Traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor, you me your haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me kickers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the vapors. While I'm my shots is jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you immigrant papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing papers. And the car you were more, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, I press you on you on your stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock to probably see your we talk about. We should've called the troops. Shout to all my that be waiting to make the spark thing let loose. Chill, man, chill. Let's get at $1 bill. They told me chill. Let's get at $1 bill. They chill. Let's get at $1 bill. They told me chill. Let's get at $1 bill. Militant. Militant, back in the booth. first met you, baby, everything I do wasn't any brighter than a shade of blue. Your blue eyes around him, cocked eyes his, the color of your stare doesn't compare. Times were better when I was still there. I was better when I was still there. Now we're swimming oceans of emotion.
Wait a minute, let me sit down, yeah.
From Daikin Park in Houston, Mother's Day action on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Houston Astros. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. Our starter in this one, Mlb All. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Okay, all set to go. And the batter will be the shortstop, Barry Larkin. And that's in for a strike. And we're underway here on Mother's Day.
First pitch, 110.
Inside. And that is ball one. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Oh, he does. To get the call. Now 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2
Batting
pitch, and I
second,
tell you
third
what, he
baseman,
earned that
number
walk.
17.
Pete Rose getting ready to hit. That one not close. And that's ball one. Rose goes 5 feet 11 inches, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Larkin on at first, nobody out. That clips a corner. And now 2-1.
One strike.
Hit on the ground might be two. Glove flip to second. Relay to first. Double play.
Really nice double play turn right there. And it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can
0-1.
have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
2 out, space is empty. And that one missing low.
2 strikes.
That misses the zone.
2 strikes.
And the count is even, 2-2. And a rope into center field, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Just so sound in
Batting
his
fourth,
mechanics.
first
Hits against a
baseman,
firm
Tony
front
Perez.
side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So 2 down. Tony Perez, the next to hit. Hit for the Reds.
Yeah.
And a curve drops in for a strike. Perez. Matched a homer in his last game. Oh, 1 now. And
Off the
delivers
plate, ball
outside.
1.
That's
2
down
balls,
and in.
1 strike.
And the slider just misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see
Batting
already,
fifth,
his
catcher,
bat
Johnny
stays in
Bench.
the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
One ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Outside. And that's ball 2. Way inside, gets out of the way. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance, works the walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right
Batting
there.
six.
If you're on the mound,
Center
you're
fielder,
heading the
Eric
count
Davis.
0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Fought off foul. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And there's the
One ball.
ball.
2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. All loaded up here in the 3rd and final game of the series. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He'll take a trot around the bases. It's 4-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
And here is Reggie Sanders. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Grand slam has the Reds rocking. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Houston, and on the mound today, Mario Soto. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Jose Altuve leading things off and takes a strike. Tap foul at the plate.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Liner to second, and picked on the hop. Over to Perez. And a quick out, number 1. Now we check out the Astros lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Yordan Alvarez.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Carlos Correa stands in here, takes ball 1 low. 1 out, bases empty. And a swing and a miss there.
I think he was sitting off speed
one
there.
ball, 1 strike.
Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one lifted to left. In position. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, first
So up next, Jeff Bagwell. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. And first offering is fouled off.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
ball,
Yeah,
2
most
strikes.
guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Kicks and fires. Ripped to short. Larkin sends it to first. Bagwell out on the play. That's the inning. Astros are down quietly. They're down 4-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Brandon
number
Phillips.
4.
Valdez back to work. Way
Ball one, no
outside,
strike.
ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and he's got a leadoff double.
Good two-strike
That
hitting right
night,
there,
the
Boog. A bit of a lost start for some,
number
so that was
28.
nicely done to beat the odds. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Hinson now at the plate.
No,
First
that's
pitch
low.
misses. There's the swing and a miss. Patrick Johnson calling the balls
One
and
ball, one
strikes.
strike.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
And strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there
One
with
ball,
that front side
2 strikes.
against this left-handed breaking ball.
Man at second.
2-2 the count.
That one
3-2.
misses. Full count now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that
Up
that's the
next
pitch
for
he has the most
Cincinnati,
confidence in right now.
shortstop, Barry
Just couldn't
Larkin.
find the strike zone.
Barry Larkin, the next to hit for the Reds. Walked his first time. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. First
Counts
offering
1-0.
misses badly for ball 1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swings through that one.
I got a ball,
Siggy,
one
one of
strike.
the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see
One ball,
somebody
2
who
strikes.
contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but
Now
everything
batting,
early in the
number
at-bat was in
17.
tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but, of course, that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Pete Rose.
1-0.
In the dirt.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One of the things
2-1.
that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
That's
Next
ball
offering
3.
is downstairs. In the air, out towards right center. Tucker snags it, 2 away down.
Now batting, number 15.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Foster will hit next. Singled and scored his first time.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Ground ball to Bagwell. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Reds strand a couple, but they're in front 4-0. Bottom of the inning, and now the DH, Yordan Alvarez.
Designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That one missing inside. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. One, 2 now. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Lance Berkman. 2 for 8 in the series so far.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
In the air, left side, under it. And there's 1 down.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Alex.
Now it's Alex Bregman. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. And that's down and away.
2 balls, no strikes.
Sliced hard but foul. Alvarez over at second, 1 down. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Kyle Tucker, 3 for 7 in the series so far. And first offering is fouled off. And he grounds one back up the middle, sneaks through, base hit, coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 4-1.
Well done, drives in the run. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Next to hit, Yainer Diaz. On the ground, out to short. To first, and that is the inning.
Always we know, just some things we show. It's just some places we go. It's just some whips we roll. Oh.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Tony Perez.
pitch is
Outside, that's the ball.
outside. Ball one.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Berkman settles under this one, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher Johnny Bench.
And now it's going to be Johnny Bench. The walk and a run scored his first time. And that one upstairs, ball one. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Inside, just missed. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that one upstairs. Check swing at a 3-2. Appeal down to first. No, he held back. That's ball four.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Davis batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Sanders, the next to hit, takes outside. And a foul ball. That one missed. That one misses. 3-1. Phillips up next. Bench off of first with 2 away. Next offering is fouled back.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Now batting,
everyone gets a walk, Boog.
First and second, 2 outs. Phillips digs in now. Doubled in his first AB. Out front and foul to the left side. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Fouled off down the right side. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Diaz gathers, goes to first, got it. Inning over on the strikeout. 2 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Reds 4 and the Astros 1. Welcome back.
Leading
And
off
struggles at the plate in this series
center
as we
fielder,
take a look at the
number
numbers.
26.
And that one sliced foul. Soto ready to fire now. Makes a sliding stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder,
Now
you have to be
batting,
ready for
second
anything. In
baseman,
that spot, it
Jose
required going to the ground,
Altuve.
getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Back to the top of the lineup, and stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. Grounded out his first time. And that one wrapped foul.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. Third player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the two others, and that's some great company, Boog.
That one found hard the other way.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they close the gap. It's 4-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. Up the middle. Over to Perez. That takes care of Correa.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Now
Not
batting
allowing it
first
to stay
baseman,
in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Slice down the right side. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
He goes down looking. But not before they're able to draw closer with this play. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, number 22.
Well, at this point of the ball game,
Now
we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm
22.
coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Vida Hinson getting ready to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
No
Now
waiting
batting,
around right there. He
shortstop,
was
Barry
ready to
Larkin.
swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Digging in, Barry Larkin. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Runner at first with no outs here. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Pete Rose, the next to hit. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
This one in the air. Correa pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting, number 15.
Now at the plate, George Foster. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And that one pulled foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Hinson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Diaz collects, fires to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Reds 4 and the Astros 2. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Alvarez in his 6th season, 27 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Berkman, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now batting.
Here's Alex Bregman. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
I like it when you shake it like that. Bounce it up and down like that. Drop it to the ground like that. Hands up, now put your hands down. Shake it side to side, move it all around.
And that's in for a strike.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
And ball one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one
Ball
misses
2.
up and in. 2-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
2 balls,
2 outs.
no strikes.
And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one ripped. Way back there. Oh! He nails one out to right. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 4-4.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Oh, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely. But he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. All even now at 4 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Dyken Park, stepping in, Tony Perez. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Makes the catch, gliding onto the warning track.
Now batting, catcher Johnny Bench.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Johnny Bench. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's a little bit high.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Base knock center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, Center
Eric
fielder,
Davis,
Eric
the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered in this game. And there's a base hit to left. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Back-to-back base hits. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Next to hit, Reggie Sanders. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
2 balls, 1
Tough
strike.
spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Tucker on the move. Brings it in. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, number 4.
Brandon Phillips, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1. Ball.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground to the left. And that is the inning. Reds strand a couple. Score remains tied at 4. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Jose Cruz.
Number 26.
Soto back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Jose Altuve up to hit here. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball 1, no strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag, save at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Mario Soto gives way, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound. New pitcher for the Reds, Hunter Green.
Number 21.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Cruz stands at second with no outs. Up and in, and the count is 2-0. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a...
Got him! And 1 out now.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear
1 ball,
that
1
wasn't
strike.
his best call behind the plate today.
Correa with a swing and a deep drive. Left field. That's carrying well. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run comes in to score from second. In there safely.
Well, that's a lonely feeling going out here. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
No ball.
One out
strikes.
and a runner at second. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases. Home run number 10 on the year. And they add a pair. It's 7-4. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Alvarez into box again. Takes the strike.
One's the count.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting.
2 down, base is empty. Lance Berkman up next for the Astros. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. And it's gone. He hammers one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 8-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the diff.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Hunter Green is done. We'll be back in a minute. Number 94 comes on now. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Bregman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field, and it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
That one's in there, and the count is 0-2. Hard on the ground to first. He'll do it himself. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-4 score. Back after this on the show. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the DH, Vida Hinson.
Number 28.
First pitch just misses.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. You have to be impressed with how they're going about things at the plate. They're drawing 1 walk per inning right now. I drew 1 walk per month during my career.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
1 ball.
And yeah, a lot of the blame for those walks goes to the mound, but I credit these guys for not getting anxious and fed up. They're staying disciplined, which is easier said than done sometimes.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 1 out.
Barry Larkin.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Barry Larkin. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jump. Back to the dugout.
The Reds down by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th. This one smacked out to left center. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Larkin around second. Caught in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. Pete Rose, the next to hit for the Reds. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. And it's even up. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's inside.
Ball.
Out there to center. That one gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Man at first. In now for the Reds, George Foster. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Rose, the runner at first with 2 gone. Late with the swing there.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And out to aboard.
Now batting, first baseman.
And
Tony
here's
Perez.
the first baseman, Tony Perez. 1 for 3. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
First and second, 2 down. That's a little bit low. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
Yes. No ifs, ands, or maybe. I don't let drama faze me. See on my grind heavy for my babies. Life has its ups and downs, and it makes you smile and frown.
And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
And now the
Astros.
catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz.
Yes.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. And another ball. Now 3-0. Right through there for a strike.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Hit on the ground to short. A dive. He's got it to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
The Hall of Famer Barry Larkin right there, making a nice dive.
batting.
This guy made plays
Number
like that
26.
that are really tough for most people. Made him look routine. Remember, this guy was a 12-time All-Star.
So digging in, Jose Cruz. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's a former MVP, Jose Altuve. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And that is out of play. Two outs. And that drops in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 6 full. It's the Astros 8 and the Reds 4.
There's a strange wind blowing. It's coming back around.
Now pitching,
Dave
the
Smith
Astros.
will take over here.
And something
Number
to be aware
35.
of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Here's the Reds
Leading
catcher,
off for
Johnny
Cincinnati,
Bench.
Catcher,
He
Johnny
is
Bench.
at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. And a base hit right there. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder, Eric Davis.
Now it's going to be Eric Davis. That one at 95, missed up top. 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. Bench aboard here at first with nobody out. Outside corner, there's a strike. Action in the pen down there. Josh Hader, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Number 36, warming up as well.
The count.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball. So up next,
now batting,
Reggie Sanders.
right fielder, Reggie Sanders.
There's the strike. Smith, 6'1" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. That clips the zone. That's strike two.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And that one is inside.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single.
number
Back-to-back
4.
strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Phillips in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And another ball.
That pitch is out.
Right through there for a strike. That's in there. And the count's even at 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Just off the outside edge. And it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Number 28.
First and second, 2 outs. Hinson now at the plate. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Two on, 2 outs. That one off the mark. Ball 2. Upstairs.
Ball 3.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
2 outs. Fouled off. He was late. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swung on, popped up, left side. Bregman. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one is absolutely belted. This one's out of here. Into the archways. Kiss that ball goodbye. home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 9-4. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Air Jordan steps in to take his hats.
1-0.
Swinging a foul straight back. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 14th of the year. It's 10-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. And my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the boot.
Davis under this one. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
So digging in, Alex Bregman. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Right through there for a strike. Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And it remains 2-2. Tapped out in front of the plate. Handles, throws to first, and they get Bregman for the out. 3rd out, but 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 10-4 score. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Josh Hader.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So back to the top of the order. Now here's the Reds' leadoff man, Barry Larkin. First pitch misses. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Number 36 appears to be getting loose. Fortune also throwing. That one fouled off. Hard hit, right side. Bagwell steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 17.
And now Pete Rose. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting,
hey, man,
number
4 pitches,
15.
2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, George Foster. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Love to see it.
One ball,
power versus
2
power
strikes.
right there.
Fastball is outside. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Three-two. Got it. And the Reds go 1-2-3. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
And there's a strike. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
So 2 down now, and here is Jose Cruz. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was, I mean, it was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome.
Over to Perez. 3 up, 3 down, inning over.
Now pitching.
Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Billy Wagner.
Number 13.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Perez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1. He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Way high with that one. Strike. And 1-1. Fastball is outside. And that's way high. And that's ball 3.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one misses.
Nope, that's down.
So
Ball
a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or
Now
for the ump
batting,
to help him out
catcher,
and make a call
Johnny
with
Bench.
that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Bench now in the box, comes up empty with a swing
0-1's the
there.
count.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Now 1-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Swing and a foul straight back. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Next offering is down low. Perez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep
Now
on
batting,
coming.
the
You down with
center
OBP,
fielder,
Boo?
Eric Davis.
And now the center fielder, Eric Davis. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That's outside. And that is ball 1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do? Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run across the relay, and he's out.
Pretty close play at the plate right there. Always an exciting one, though, and a really nice job by the defense to cut him down. It's a pretty big blow to a team when you lose a potential run that was so close to getting in there.
Now here is Reggie Sanders. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Man at second. That one well upstairs. And the count even 1-1. That one is upstairs.
1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2. Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining.
He had him out in front, which isn't
Now
easy to
batting,
do against a
number
hitter like
4.
this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Next for Cincinnati, Brandon Phillips. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. Breaking ball inside. 2-1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. The Reds down to their final strike. Misses. Full count, 3-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Man on second, 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there.
Now on the bump, number 36. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Vida Hinson will hit next. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Ellie De La Cruz looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. And that one fouled off. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slow roller to third. Fair hands it. Tough play to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Swung on, belted. Tucker really on his horse for it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. The shortstop takes the ball. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Brian Abreu, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. 2 outs. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He pulls it down, ball game, and the Astros slug their way to a win in this one.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final 10-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire
Sequence